I have to refresh here, and then we should be appearing magically on the Facebook thing. Yes, we have, and now go live there. And voila! Welcome, welcome, everyone. I'm Isaiah Gabriel, and this is another one of my short lives with the Women Lighting the Way Summit speakers, these 25 amazing women who have agreed to come and tell us their story in the Women Lighting the Way Summit edition 2025. Let me just remind you that this is the fourth edition, and it's happening December 12th to 14th. Tonight, I'm talking with Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hi, Isaiah.
And let me also remind you that if you don't, not you, Angela, but everyone else, that if you do not have a ticket, a free ticket, you cannot access the talks or the summit as a whole. It will not be on social media. It will be something separate. So if you don't have a ticket, you can't be with us. So run, fly, get your free ticket and join us. It's going to be awesome. You get not only the incredible out of this world stories of these women, sorry, but also the possibility to enter giveaways, to receive freebies, and to be put in temptation with so many nice offers to work with these women who are offering, everything that you need basically for daring to shine in your own life and finding your own way, hopefully. So I also keep reminding that to myself, because let's not forget it. We have 3 live panels where every speaker is going to talk to me and together, and they're going to be live. So if you're an attendee in the summit, you can ask your questions, we can answer. So come and join us. These are going to be in the evening of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but you do need a ticket once again. So go and get your ticket. So without further ado, Angela, the whole summit is about stories, about how women need, to my opinion, to be telling their stories to the world, need to create a library of resources, of stories, so that we can connect with other people's stories. And so the talks that each of you has agreed to come and do are, most of them, quite intimate and quite authentic and impressively vulnerable for some of those. Now, the interesting thing for me about Women Lighting the Way is that it's got a very feminine energy. And I'm not saying that randomly. I'm saying that because each of these small, short lives that I do with speakers, I have a specific theme in the biggest umbrella of stories. And the theme that fell because I shuffle the themes and I don't really choose, is femininity. So here we
Yay.
go. So you have 2 questions. One is a rather serious question, or you can take it as seriously as you want. And the
Mhm.
other one is a more fun and light question.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I
Oh,
am ready.
good.
I am ready.
So the first question is, what does being a woman mean to you today compared to 10 or 20, 30 or 40 years ago? You choose how many years ago.
Okay. Okay. So, as a woman in my 70s now, it's quite a different period of my life now in terms of uh, I now am at a stage in my life where I can do what I want. I don't have to ask anybody where I go, what I want to do, what I might want to take part in.
Mm,
And in the past, when I've been a daughter or a wife, there's considerations that have needed to be made
mm,
with regards to the male in my life at the time, my
mm,
father or my parents.
mm,
And I find the period of my life now, I think one of the most exciting parts of my life
Mhm.
because of the
I love that.
adventures that I'm actually experiencing and discovering. It's been quite an adventure since I retired from a full-time career in education.
I love the idea that, in the Women Lighting the Way Summit, we have very young women speakers
Mhm,
and more mature women.
mhm.
And actually, what shows up is that really there is everything to be gained at every age from lighting our own way and choosing our own paths. And,
Exactly.
whether you're 30 or whether you're 70, it's never too late. That's my first one. Since we're alive, we're here, we're doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's never too early either. So if you're
Ex
young and you're thinking, "Oh, I'll do that when," don't. Just do it now.
Just do it now.
Believe the old hag that I am, and do it now. But if you haven't done it when you were 30, Angela is here to remind us that we can do it, whatever it is,
Anytime.
anytime. Yeah, I
Exactly
love
so.
that. And
Exactly so.
I wanted to um, poke you a little bit about this because I think it's not just the men in our lives; it's also our children.
Yes.
It's not that we have to ask permission from our children, obviously, but
Mhm.
we, at least that's how I experienced motherhood. Is it was top of my list to take care of these human beings. Now
Exactly so.
that they are supposedly grown up, mine are not completely finished, but I'm heading towards there. I
Yes.
basically don't care about them. I mean, they're not top of my list anymore. So
Yes.
top of my list is miraculously me.
Exactly so, exactly so. And I've really put that into my adventures and decisions that I make for me. I've really put that into
Mm,
practice, certainly in the last 18 months, 2 years, particularly after COVID when we were unable
mm,
to do many of the things that we wanted to do. But I'm very fortunate. My sons are fully grown. We have a fantastic relationship, but they are properly independent. I'm able to just get on with what I
mm,
want to get on with, and they get on with what they want to get on with. And that is why it's so exciting now, because there
yeah.
are just so many possibilities,
Mm,
so many opportunities to just say yes to.
mm. Well, you said yes to me
I did.
and to the summit. Thank you. Yeah, no, I love that. Because there's so much conversation about ageism and and
Mhm,
how we age, how we don't age, and
mhm.
the idea that, oh, it's too late now. I remember my aunt, my mom, they used to say that a lot, and actually my mom has kind of almost recovered from that. She's now 82, and
Uh-huh.
10 years ago she was saying it's too late, and I was like, fuck off, I'm going on an adventure. So she kind of had the back and forth thingy, which I thought is amazing.
I
I take credit for her inspiration, for lighting
I
her way.
exactly so. Well, my mother's passed now, but I do recall when she was just around 80, saying to her, "Hey, Mum, you've never been to America. Shall we go to New York before Christmas for
Mm,
Thanksgiving?" And she said, "I'm too old. I won't be able to get a
mm,
passport. I won't be able to get insurance." And I said, "Who told you that?"
mm.
And she said, "Well, my passport's run out." I said, "We can renew your
Mm.
passport. We can get insurance. The important thing is, do you want to go to
Do
New
you
York?"
want
And
to? Yeah. Mm.
yeah, and she said, "Yes, I do." So we did, and we
Awesome.
we had an amazing time. Now, my
Awesome.
understanding my mother was disabled, so everywhere I went, it was wheelchair. Pushing her around in New York is
Mm.
no easy
No.
task. But the amazing number of people that helped us along the way, and we went everywhere by taxi to get from A
Mm.
to B, but she did it. And when I looked at her face as we were going over one of the main bridges in a taxi to into the center of New York, and she was just like a little girl. Her eyes were
Mm.
wide open, and it was just wonderful.
Yeah, and I
Just
think
wonderful.
the there is no limit to being a woman, basically.
No,
You can, maybe we can't do it walking. We need
yeah,
wheelchairs. Maybe we can't do it
yeah,
in the same way that we would have done it 40,
yeah,
50 years ago, but we
yeah.
can. I think, thank you so much for that inspiration. I think it's really important to remind everyone.
Age is
about
just a
that. And
number.
that, yeah, but for women, it's been so pushed upon us that we only matter if we are fertile, basically. And
Yes.
then when we stop being fertile, just
Yeah.
retire your old Hagness, go home
Yes.
and knit something, and
No.
And I'm so excited to see that women today are owning it, and age 50, 60, 70, 80, they go around,
Yeah.
create businesses, live their lives, go to New York. My mother had a painting exhibition 2 years ago for her 80th birthday. She just said,
Wonderful.
why not? I'm going to do it, and she
Yeah.
rented a huge hall, made a lot of money, and had a huge success.
Yes.
And everybody was mostly telling her before that, are you sure?
Are you really? Do you want
Are
to?
you
What if it's not
really?
successful?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think it's an amazing message
Live
to
your
women.
dream.
Yeah, exactly. So, the lighter question, not that, this one could be light as well, is if your feminine energy had a perfume, what would it smell like?
Oh my. Oh my.
Are you a smelly person? Not that,
I do love well, it would definitely have oud in it.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
And I think maybe I mean, I'm not a perfumier. I do have a friend actually who is a perfumier. I never thought to ever ask him that. Um, uh, maybe kind of vanilla, or I'm not sure. I'm
Mm,
not sure what I would add to it, but yeah, definitely
mm.
it would have oud, which I
I love that. I love
yeah.
that. But it's really interesting. Also, again, if we mix your two answers, the aging thing. For me, I've always been into perfume and smells, and
Mhm, mm,
I've changed so much. I
yes,
used to love very aggressive uh,
strong,
odors. Even
yeah,
vanilla now is too strong for me. I
right,
prefer something that is more flowery. Or now
yeah,
my latest obsession is salt.
salt.
There's a lot of perfumes that include salt water.
Oh
And
my,
I feel like I'm by the sea. It's just like
yes,
it's doing the magic of, it's not how I smell, but it's how the environment smells. It's
around
it
you.
makes me travel.
It's
Um,
very definitely the case. I do think that our smell and taste change as we age,
mm,
and very definitely, yes, I go for the
mm,
softer Eau Tendre by Chanel, or something very
mm,
delicate,
mm.
perfumes now. Um, but yeah, that's a very interesting question. I will have to
I,
I'll have to speak to my friend who's a perfumer.
I love questions with that involve our senses,
Yeah.
because we are so much, mostly when we're talking online, we are so much in our heads, and so our senses bring us back to the body every time.
Yes.
And I think that there's quite a few of the amazing talks that are on the summit that talk about that these speakers were in some way, shape, or form disconnected from their bodies, and that I
Bodies.
think is so common and so
Yes.
dramatic at the
Indeed
same time.
so. Indeed so. And I think the one of the ways that that starts to change is when we go through the menopause, when we
Yeah,
start to
yeah, yeah,
perimenopause and menopause,
yeah,
because things start to change that we can't quite work out,
yeah. I
understand.
remember my mom again a few years back when she was going through menopause. She said, after a while, I realized that I would never again hear the silence of the organs. AKA,
Oh.
my organs did not make any sound. The body was just functioning. I was going around
Yes.
living my life. And
The
then after
creaks.
menopause, it's like there's creaks all the time. My stomach, my feet, my one thing, the other thing. I said, never again will I hear the silence of the
I
organs.
love that.
And I didn't really understand what she meant. Now I do. Absolutely do. you know.
Of course, it won't make any sense to somebody the other side before the
Yeah.
menopause. Yeah,
But I
understood.
think that's really crucial. And that reminds us that however, again, however this body is functioning, it's still functioning because we're here to talk about it. So
Yes.
and gratitude for this, that allowed your mom to go to New York, my mom to make an exhibition, and the rest of us to just live our lives.
Well, for me, my gratitude every single day is that I have my health. And when I don't have my
Mm.
health, and I do, and in fact, when I did my talk, I was the most unwell I've been for
Yeah, I
ages,
remember that.
and pain in my jaw and just excruciating. But when we've got our health, you've got everything. Everything
Mm,
can come
yeah,
from
yeah.
that. So yes,
Again, the body is not just one vehicle. Basically,
yes,
it increases our um, how can I
capacity
say,
and
mood.
yes,
Because when you're not healthy, you become sad, basically.
yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much. I don't want to keep you too long. I said these were
It's,
going to be
it's
short.
It was um it was a delight to be here with you, Isaiah,
Absolutely.
and
Thank
thank you
you
for
so
the
much.
theme.
Uh, well, yes. So, again, anyone listening, please go and get your tickets. Otherwise, you will not hear more about and from Angela and from the other 24 amazing speakers of the Women Lighting the Way Summit, happening December 12th to 14th, aka this weekend. We're getting excited. Come
You
join
won't
us.
want to.
There's freebies. The only thing we don't have is chocolate, basically. But all
Yeah,
the rest we have. The chocolate
you
you'll
won't.
have to provide for yourself.
To all the listeners of this, you won't want to miss this Women Lighting the Way.
I agree. I agree. I'll
Thank
talk
you
to
so
you
much,
soon,
Isaiah.
Angela. Thank you so
Bye
much. Bye
bye.
for now.
Bye.